Once upon a time, there was a man named Kelvin who was burdened with debt and was always cursing God without knowing how to get out of the problem. But he always blames God for this condition. The people to whom he owed money threatened him daily, and the people who had lent him goods were continuously demanding their money back from him. One day, he was sitting on a bench in the park feeling very depressed and worried, and as usual, was blaming God for his condition. He was thinking that now no one can stop his business from getting ruined. Kelvin was now tired of his life and had made up his mind to commit suicide. But suddenly, a very old man appeared before him and said, "I can tell there's a problem troubling you deeply, isn't it?" The old man told Kelvin that he believed that he could help him after hearing about his problems. The old man spoke to Kelvin and asked him what his name is. Then, the old man wrote some amount on the check, signed it, and gave it to Kelvin. The old man told Kelvin to keep the check, solve his problems, and shall meet him at the same place after a year, and then Kelvin can return the money to the old man. Then the old man left as quickly as he had come. Kelvin looked at the check in his hand, which was signed by a man named Rockefeller and written that he would make Kelvin an offer of $5 million. Rockefeller, yes, he was a very rich man, one of the richest men in the world, although Kelvin had never seen him before. Kelvin suddenly realized that he could take away his worries very quickly with this money, but instead, Kelvin decided to keep that check in the safe. Kelvin thought that by simply knowing that the check existed in the safe could give him the courage to formulate a plan to save his business from failure. Kelvin felt more confidence and positivity, so he talked to lenders to get better deals and asked for some more time to pay. He worked very hard and earned a lot of money. After a few days, Kelvin no longer owed any money and was rich again, and was spending his life very happily. Now, a year had passed, and as promised, Kelvin had to return the money to that old man. While Kelvin had kept that check in the safe and had not used it, exactly 1 year later, Kelvin returned with the check to the same park where Kelvin had met with the old man last time. The old man appeared before him once again. As Kelvin was about to give the old man the check back and was willing to tell him how happily his life is going, but suddenly, a nurse appeared and took the old man away. She said, "I'm so glad I caught him in time. I hope it doesn't bother you. He's always running away from the mental asylum, telling people he's John D. Rockefeller." The nurse took the old man by the arm and took him with her. Surprised, Kelvin stood there stunned all year long. He dealt under the hollow that he had a huge amount of check in his safe, almost $500,000. But suddenly today, he realized that the check he had or the one he thought about was not the main reason for his life getting better. It was really because he started believing in himself and feeling really confident about what he could do, and because of that, he could do whatever he wanted and succeed. Kelvin now had realized that the old man had been sent by God. Tears started falling from Kelvin's eyes as he realized that the God whom he hated the most, yes, the God whom he considered the cause of his plight, yes, the God whom he always cursed, yes, the God introduced that old man to him. It was really a plan of God. No matter how much Kelvin cursed God, God never left him alone. God always remained with him. Now, if we look into our lives, we always start blaming God for all our troubles. We forget all our mistakes due to which we fall into trouble, and we think that all this is due to God. We started blaming our fate. But God is neither anyone's enemy nor anyone's friend. For God, we are all the same. So stop blaming God for your every mistake and do everything in life with positivity. Thank you for watching. This is StoryBox Motivational Stories. Please kindly like, comment and subscribe. Stay blessed.